Hey guys, the Super Review Show for another My Thoughts on video. This is my thoughts on Marvel's future post-Phase 5 that we're in right now. As many of you may or may not know, Marvel recently did a bunch of shakeups with their films coming out in the next few years. They delayed a bunch of Avengers movies by a year. They basically, Disney put the brakes on Marvel and said, "Look, we got to take a step back and reassess ourselves here." So, what this tells me as a fan of Marvel films from the get-go, Iron Man, Thor, The Incredible Hulk, Captain America, the first, a fan of this universe, a fan of these films. I don't know how much further you can. I mean, obviously, there's infinite stories to tell from the comic books. They're trying their best to do their source material, but let's face it. Could, potentially, audiences be getting fatigued with Marvel films? That's become a discussion a lot lately online. I've seen a lot of different YouTubers like, John Campea, Christian Harloff, my influences for doing this show in the first place. And it's funny, the fact that Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was people were like, oh, this looks great, looks great. Major disappointment for the majority of the people that saw it. I didn't see it because I was super busy back then. I just couldn't see it. But I looked at the reviews, and a lot of people the MCU has lost its way. And I can kind of see that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was a step in the right direction, though. I'm curious to see where the Marvels go later this year. But the MCU is kind of a hot mess, for lack of a better word. So where do they go from here? I think that Disney is going to be smart about it and say, look, we've built our success up this far. Let's hate to have it go in a direction where the quality is not good. What made the first three phases of the MCU so special, in my opinion, is there was a clear-cut story, a narrative leading up to Thanos invading Earth in Endgame and Infinity War. This one, there's really not much of there's a loose context, but Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania really cemented that Kang is going to be the villain moving forward. Now, I don't know personally why Marvel would want to. There's no reason to stop. I mean, there's money to be made here. It's billions of dollars into this one franchise of the MCU. I'm thinking that Marvel might play it safe. And what I mean by play it safe is I want them, me personally, I would love it if Marvel would take a step back and say, you know what, instead of saying, all right, this movie's coming out, we're going to do this, put out better quality films than quantity of films. It's almost like, you know me, I equate things to music now, whatever. I'm a little sick. Weezer is a band that puts out tons of albums, but they're not as good as their first few, you know what I mean? Let's put that in movies for a second with Marvel. Marvel is putting out so many great movies up until Endgame, right? And we had No Way Home and all that stuff. But Phase 4 was a hit or miss for most people. And it kind of stinks that it was. So my thing is, if they can put out better quality films, I feel like the films would be even more successful than they already are at the box office. Because let's face it, Marvel has fans across the globe. And they're going to go see these movies no matter what. But I think you're going to have an increase in if you show better quality films by word of mouth. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me. I think it's a very difficult situation right now with Marvel. I mean, they're going to keep plowing forward. They're going to make a ton more movies. The Kang Dynasty is coming. Secret Wars is coming. But let's face it, the quality of these films need to be better. And the quantity of films is not the problem. The quality of films is the problem. And Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, you saw our out of the reaction video that I did. It was good. It was long, but it could have been a little bit better. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I didn't see it. I can't judge it, but I heard it was very mixed. The only really super successful one was Spider-Man: No Way Home, and Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, for the most part, got good plus reviews. You know what I mean? So Phase 4 was a bit of a hit or miss. Black Widow starting it off was a big question mark, but she died in Endgame. You know what I mean? So, long story short, What do you guys think about this? Are you a fan of Marvel out there? Or do you like the direction Marvel's going? Do you think quantity over quality is better, or quality over quantity is better? Let me know what you guys are thinking about that in the comment section below. Love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And don't forget to smash that like button if you like what you've seen here and seen more. But for all of my thoughts and videos, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off the rock. See you guys later.